Okay, so this is gonna be the insanely perfect relic for toxic tunnels. Now, I did actually start recording earlier than when this video started, and it's cut off the first 4 boxes. So when you start the level, immediately turn around and there'll be 4 boxes hidden off screen, which is really annoying because I did film before I got those, and it's just cut it off. So but this, wow, this level, it's a long level. I mean, obviously before I attempted the insanely perfect relic, I already had all the gems, so I'd already got all the boxes. I understood how long the 4 gem path is, but trying to do the main level, that path, obviously the bonus level doesn't really count because you can die in that, but trying to do all of those things without dying once. And I think throughout the level there's probably a maximum of 2 masks that you can pick up. So realistically, if you get a mask, you're gonna need to hold on to it for as long as you can. It's really tough, I'm not gonna lie. Like, this level was in the back of my mind. Like, I know that I'm gonna have to do this at some point, but I was mostly focusing on the polar bear level, thinking that they're gonna be the most difficult. But it turns out that this, yeah. So this is the first path, the green gem path of the 4 gem. To be honest, these areas are pretty simple. It's just sometimes a stupid thing may go wrong. So here I like to take 1 step back before I slide, because sometimes if you don't really take that step and you try and slide jump, you end up just crouch jumping and you'll never make it that way. So yeah, it's best to just try and obviously a stupid death isn't something that's done on purpose, but unfortunately those things sort of happen when things are kind of out of your control. So yeah, that section's pretty simple once you get used to what you're doing. This mask here, you're gonna need to hold on to that for as long as possible, literally up until the bonus area. So bounce on the TNT and use that to jump over. Now be careful landing on this platform, because you can hit the enemy and lose your mask there, and if you do lose your mask there, I mean, you can always try obviously, but I really think it's best to try and hold on to that mask for as long as possible. So even here on this section here, you wait for the electric enemy, then the next enemy, and then the third cart will be free. But again, try and save that mask if you can. You're gonna have to learn the timings of the jumps between each cart and stuff. I would say get rid of these 2 electric enemies before you jump up, because normally when you jump down, they're right there next to the bounce crate, and you'll end up just jumping straight into the electricity, either insta kill or lose your mask that you have. And with this, I would say it's safe to wait for a fresh set of wall jumps to appear before you even try it, because if you jump when it's already there, you're never going to make it. It's always safe to climb as high as you can on these things. You can actually climb so high that when the electricity turns back on, it doesn't actually affect you. This TNT coming up causes me a lot of problems, to be honest. It's best to sort of try and jump on the TNT just as the swing sort of gets directly above it, because if you bounce on it, you'll bounce, the electricity will kick in, and you'll die. So I did figure out a little trick here which I haven't seen anyone else do. It is possible to jump around this bounce crate. So when you stand next to it, jump into the screen only once. Don't double jump, because if you double jump you'll get stuck on top of the crate and get crushed into the ceiling. So jump once around the crate, but when you jump around, some weird gravity thing kicks in and it will try and throw you off to the side. So you will need to double jump to sort of regain your position back on the ledge. But it is possible to jump in front of it. That will take some practice as well, because when you try it you'll see what I mean by sort of like it trying and throws you off. So yeah, that's only the beginning of this level realistically, because now we have the actual main level to go. Everything's just basically simple for a while. You can walk straight under this, don't need to do anything, don't need to crouch or jump or anything. Just getting to this point with no deaths is already an achievement in my eyes. This enemy here, it is possible to just land in a corner and jump straight onto the next section. Don't even need to engage it. Again, the mask is very important, so if you can, try not to detonate the TNT by spinning it and losing that mask. Now, you have to bounce on this crate. I can't find another way across without that. If that crate gets taken away when you spin the enemy, then I don't think there's a way across, to be honest. So yeah, you want to keep your mask up until this point. There is the next mask here. Now unfortunately I did die during the bonus round, so I lost my mask. If you can keep your mask through the bonus round and get the next one, you'll have two. If you get two at this point of the level, it's more than likely you are going to get the insane relic, the perfect relic. If like me you lose your mask during this bonus section, then obviously it becomes trickier again until you get that second mask. Then you can sort of like ease off of it. There are multiple ways that you can do this this bonus section. I found this way to be the safest, to jump straight over this this stack and get it last. So yeah, up until you get the next mask, you're going to have to be very careful. Luckily the next mask is just up there on the top right. The last thing you want to do is get to this section and then die. So So yeah, so this mask cue that I have now, when you get it, you're gonna want to keep this right to the end. Don't lose it in any way. As you can see myself at this point, I started to get a bit shaky, a bit nervous, because I knew how close I am to the end now, and yeah, I just wanted to make sure that I didn't make any silly mistakes. I tried once to sort of go under this platform to get that one crate by itself, and it's impossible. I don't know why I did that. It's just stupid. But yeah, I had got to this point before many times, and well, I done it. So I've done it now. So. On this section here with the wall jump, I'd say make sure to jump off of it early, because normally what happens if you jump off it at a decent sort of distance, it'll jump straight into the electricity beam. So if you jump early, it allows you to double jump over it. Line yourself up with this box. The last thing you want to do at this point is to jump and completely miss it. You don't need to jump on that platform there. You can just jump straight onto the next bit. Same with this bit coming up. You don't actually need to jump on. You could jump straight onto the final platform from the I don't know what they're called. From this bit here, you can jump straight onto that final platform if you wish. It saves you having to deal with this one enemy, which can take away your mask, because they're holding the grate upwards, so you'll end up jumping into it. That was incredibly close there. Such a massive relief. Finally. And there you have it. The insanely perfect relic for toxic tunnels.